How's it going, guys? It's the final render here, and welcome to the second Halloween special of Fallout 4 Building with Mods. For this video, I have decided to go ahead and go with a kind of Van Helsing / Bloodborne kind of look, using mods of course, and it looks absolutely fantastic. We have got the Widow shotgun, which has some fantastic work on it. We got the Minuteman General hat. You can throw a bandana on if you want to go more Bloodborne, and of course we have got the Hunter armor set, and this is a really nice costume for what is going to be a really nice Halloween special. We did this last year at the Museum of Witchcraft, and we are going to be heading to Concord to make a fantastic Halloween party. So hold on to your hats and get ready for some treats. So to kick off this slightly premature Halloween special of Fallout 4 Building with Mods, I have come to this church directly next door to the Museum of Freedom in Concord. Now, I've just got done fixing up all the Museum of Freedom in the Museum of Freedom mod, which we have just finished, and I obviously passed this church every time I went to work on that mod. So I just kept seeing this place, and I thought this would be the perfect location for the Halloween special that I've got planned. Obviously, we are going to be taking this church and doing what we normally do on Fallout 4 Building with Mods. We're going to be fixing it up a bit and then turning it into a fantastic Halloween party. Well, okay, we don't do that on every Building with Mods, but only on the Halloween specials, of course. And I do want to keep it a little bit lore-friendly. I don't want to do a 100% restoration, but I do want to make this look like a very creepy but also very welcoming Halloween party that everyone is welcome to. You could also argue it's a bit Raider themed. So, let's go. Jumping into the creation kit, of course, we're going to take a quick look at this church, and my gosh, it is a wreck. Now, the flooring has actually got lots of rubble on it, but it's not actually rubble, it turns out. It's actually just the landscape. It's got hills in it, and the hills are poking through the floor. So I actually had to flatten the ground, not just click and remove rubble. But of course, once I go ahead and remove all of the pews and broken wood as well, we get a nice clean floor. And it looks much, much nicer. I didn't remove all of the dirt and debris. I just kind of removed all of the mud, so to speak. Because as I said, it was just the ground poking up through the floor, and it didn't look very natural. And the church is white. I don't want that for my Halloween Hammer Horror Fest. I want to have a grey or close to black as possible building. So I went ahead and did a material swap to go ahead and make it grey. And go ahead and throw up some cool spikes out front to make it look really intimidating. And using these kind of brazier lanterns from the Automatron DLC, I've got these fantastic fire lights, and they look glorious. They're kind of made out of old robotic parts, and they look kind of skeletal in nature in a way. And it's got a really nice look to fit with the horror aesthetic, along with some hanging skulls and things. You can find these in the Automatron DLC, and they look really, really good for this kind of darkly lit horror vibe I'm going for. But of course, it's not enough. I need to really hammer horror this place up. I've got a huge human skull, put some fire lanterns in it, and put it right on the front to make it look like an amazing party. I did something very similar to this in the very first video I did on Nukaworld at the Fizz Top Grill, except I made a skull out of spikes. But in this case, we've got an actual skull. Looks fantastic, very scary indeed. And I wanted to fix up the roof a little bit. I didn't want to just go ahead and replace the roof with a fully restored one. I wanted to make it look like someone had tried to repair it themselves within the Fallout 4 world. So I just went ahead and put lots of wooden tiles on it, and it took forever to get it looking good. It really, really did. I honestly wondered why I was doing it, but I realised it's to make it look a bit lore-friendly. And now, of course, I'm going to go ahead and put some railings on the top of the spire because there aren't any. That's just dangerous. And here we are, we're coming with some of the starting aesthetics going already. The fire lanterns look fantastic, the skull is awesome. I really like the skull, it's got a really nice touch to it. And all the kind of dimly lit lights inside and the repaired roof really does look like something from a horror film. I mean like a kind of Dracula zombie kind of horror film, not like a kind of modern slasher flick, but something that looks like very old Hollywood cinema. And it rocks. I absolutely love it. And of course, you know, it actually does make sense that you would try to repair the roof of this building if you were going to try to use it for something. And even going ahead and putting those rails there makes the place look a lot more inviting and safe. So, now that that is done, we're going to do some more work on the inside, of course. So I went ahead and made a bar here. Unfortunately, I lost some of the footage, which actually showed me building this bar, but it was very simple. And I went ahead and put lots of fridges in there, and all of those fridges are stacked full of drinks that you can go ahead and pick up later if you want to. And I also went ahead and put some stools and stuff in there, but I actually made it so that the stools can be used by NPCs. So if you have an NPC follower and you're inside this church, they will sit down on the stools and they will relax and do whatever it is they want to do. And of course, I wanted to go ahead and have lots of Halloween decorations in this bar. So I went ahead and put like some kind of posters on the bar and on the walls, along with lots of little crimscrams such as lit cigarettes and candle lights and barrels full of liquor, so that it looks absolutely gorgeous, but still kind of gives you that fright fest of a Halloween party. And it looks really, really good, actually. Like, I actually think that this would be a very good idea in real life. I have been to bars which are old churches, you know, so just a regular old church that's been converted into a bar. And it looks incredible whenever you go in these buildings. The huge tall ceilings really works with this kind of bar aesthetic. So when you go ahead and add Halloween decorations, you've got probably the best place to have a Halloween party. It looks absolutely gorgeous and I love it. And now, of course, I needed some kind of big spectacle of a decoration. Something that would make you be a bit scared to come in. So I'm going to use something which I actually did in the last Halloween special that was just too good to not use again. You can find this kind of bizarre skull sculpture in a way, and you actually go ahead and make it full size. This is normally only the size of a human skull, but someone has made a kind of skull spider statue. I honestly don't know where this is. It's probably in like Pikmin's gallery or something like that. Or maybe in one of the there's this kind of bizarre tunnel which has got loads of dead bodies and like old holotapes from a serial killer. I don't remember where exactly that is, but it might be in there as well. And when you go ahead and put some candles in its eyes, it looks really scary. And of course the webbing that you see on the ceiling, that's not actually webbing. Those are actually the brain cells from when you go into Kellogg's dream. You know, the ones that the main character walks across. But they actually look exactly like spider web, so I think it's a really nice decoration. And of course, when you add the red lights, it looks very, very scary. When you actually add the candles to the lights, it actually kind of gives it a personality. It's almost like it's got pupils, so it actually does look like it's looking at you. Really cool decoration. I really, really like it. We do need to go ahead and put like some little tables and places to sit down. And I also wanted to do this in the last time I did a Halloween special, but unfortunately I couldn't get it to work, and I kind of got it to work here. I wanted to have moot fruit bobbin, so I went ahead and added a water trough, which normally the Brahmin drink out of, and put some moot fruit in there. Unfortunately they sink, but you get the idea. And of course we need lots of treats. It's a Halloween party, people. We need lots and lots of tasty treats to go ahead and throw down there. And along with some very cool animatronic decorations that you can get from the Nukaworld DLC. These little robots will just kind of enact a very simple movement every time you go near them, and it really looks good for a Halloween party. I also went ahead and added a blood trough. Again, this is from the Nukaworld DLC. Has some shot glasses to make it look like you can go ahead and drink the blood of your enemies. Even though in real life it's probably just like wine or Nuka-Cola or something like that. And some fake heads. Well, I say they're fake heads. They're probably real fake heads, but whatever can I say? But anyways, go ahead and put some carpet down there, along with the name of this place. This bar and this party is going to be called the Hell's Bells. Hell's Bells! And it looks absolutely gorgeous when you go ahead and light these up. You can't actually light up these lights inside this creation kit. It's very annoying. You've got to do it in the settlement mode, so you can try that yourself. The only thing left to do after that, of course, is nav mesh this place, and we have got a finished Halloween party. Smaller video, I know, but I think it's a really, really cool idea to go ahead and have the Hell's Bells to be part of your game. It looks absolutely glorious. We got loads of cool fire lanterns, and I really love the aesthetic, as well as just having the normal Halloween decorations. As I said, it's kind of Raider themed, but at the same time, it is very clearly a Halloween party. So much has been added to this place to actually make it look like a cool place to go, as well as just have as a normal Halloween party. And of course, another great thing about it as well is that it does feel like it's in the Fallout 4 universe. You know, it's got everything that you would have in the Fallout 4 universe, such as the chem station. You wouldn't have that at a normal party. Well, no parties I get invited to anyway. But it works really, really well when you've got the bar in the back, you've got the kind of church organ at the back, and you've got lots of upside down crosses for symbolic purposes and stuff. But I'm really proud of this one, if I'm honest. I don't know if it's better than the last Halloween special I did at the Museum of Witchcraft, but I really do like it. When you go ahead and add all of the stuff from the DLCs, especially the Nukaworld DLC, you can very quickly and easily make something that looks very, very scary. But I do think a lot of the attention I put into this is probably in the lighting. When you go ahead and add the appropriate lighting to your environment or your scene, you can very quickly and easily go ahead and make a completely different scene from what you were going for. So if you've got a good idea in your head about what you want it to look like and you adjust the lighting appropriately, you can easily make it one of the best things you have ever built. So everyone, thank you very much for watching this premature Halloween special of Fallout 4 Building with Mods. The reason I have uploaded this earlier than on Halloween is because if there is somebody, say, doing a mod review video and they want to go ahead and make a Halloween special, I hope they can actually go ahead and include this mod in their Halloween special also. But of course, you know, it's also nice to go ahead and get more Fallout Building with Mods sooner than it was originally planned, isn't it? So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one. Go back and watch the other one if you haven't seen it yet. It's also very good at the Museum of Witchcraft. Remember to go ahead and check out all the cool Patreon people in the description who help support the channel with their financial donations. You yourself, of course, can do the same. Go ahead and buy all of my e-learning courses if you want to go ahead and help support the channel the best way you can. And I'll see you next time. This has been the final render, and you've been the audience. The YouTube Gaming Video Guide is available now. Use this fantastic learning resource to learn everything you need to know about making high-quality YouTube gaming videos. This online video course on Udemy currently has over 6.5 hours worth of video content to teach you everything you need to know about how to make fantastic YouTube gaming videos, including how to capture your content, how to edit your content, how to record your audio and commentary tracks, how to create fantastic thumbnails and animations used in visual effects composition and 3D modeling, as well as some film theory and film history. You will also learn how to use some of the best equipment on the market and some of the best editing software on the market, so you can always be up to date with the latest trends and technologies. There is a fantastic discount coupon available to you. Use the coupon code GOOGLE to get a huge discount when you go to buy the course. So what are you waiting for? Learn how to make the best YouTube gaming videos right now. It would be very slim, you know. How would you get that TV in there? I don't know, but it looks beautiful and everything feels believable, and I really love it for that reason. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you go ahead and visit the location in game yourself and see if you can do something with it using some of the mods that I've shown you today. And if not,